Good afternoon, guys. Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Audio, sir.
Fine. Yeah. Okay. Once again, good afternoon. It's been 3 days since we all met. So our last class, it was on Sunday, I guess. Yeah, it's on Sunday. Yeah. Good afternoon, Vinita. Yeah. Thank you, sir. So what about others? Everybody ready? Shall we start? Yeah. Taba, let's. Okay. What did we discuss on Sunday when we had our last session? No. So yeah. Okay, Taba. Thank you. Thank you, Taba. So what did we discuss on Sunday? So today it's like going to be a 2-hour session. So maybe it's like exactly after your lunch. So even I'm like done with my lunch. Hope you all had your lunch. So it has to be like bit interesting. So simply I'm sitting here and speaking something, and if you are like not responding properly, no, it's not going to be interesting. So I just want you guys to make this session interesting. So maybe only because of your involvement, it's like going to happen today. So we are going to discuss few things, like something which we just wanted to add it to our previous sessions topics. So it's like going to be some 2 or 3 topics which we are like going to see today. Maybe we'll also discuss about irrigation. We started with all those rivers and other things, something related to that. So irrigation and what kind of irrigation they are like practicing in our country, and who are all responsible for that, and how, whether it is like a successful thing or still people are like suffering without proper water. Those things we'll be discussing today. And apart from that, we'll also discuss about multi-purpose projects. I'll tell you about what is meant by multi-purpose projects, and which are all those major multi-purpose projects which is like there in our country. And if possible, we'll also discuss about the agriculture. I think so. Ms. Carol has like already discussed few things about agriculture and agricultural revolutions with you guys. So is it like that? Did she teach you all those things, agricultural revolutions?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so she has already taught all those agricultural revolutions. So it's like going to be easy for me to give some kind of gist and regarding that. And we'll also discuss about the industries which is based on agriculture. Maybe further we'll discuss about where those industries are located, maybe in our tomorrow's or day after tomorrow's class. But in today's session, we'll discuss about what kind of industries are there and what kind of crops do we grow in our country. So it's like agriculture, something which is like very important. And the topic of agriculture, it's like going to be evergreen. So every year there will be some kind of questions related to this agriculture or water or something like that. So you have to be thorough. This agriculture is like not just towards the geography, but it's like also towards our economy. It will be like always related with this economy and all those provisions. So polity also jumps into it. So you have to be very careful, whether it is a geography question or it is an economic question or it is a polity question, you have to write accordingly. Maybe I'll give you all those things which is related to geography, and few economy and few polity related things also. All those value addition points will be like, I'll be like giving you. So you can just make a note of it. So definitely it will be like helpful for you. And okay, now tell me, what did we discuss in our previous session? Who is ready to tell me? So I have to point out someone. So who can tell me? So Emmanuel is there in my session today. That's good. So John, Roman, Pankaj. Okay, Pankaj, what did we discuss in our previous session?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, dear. Yeah.
So in our previous session, we discussed about population
Population. Okay.
And sorry, I'll have to check my notes.
You have to check my notes. So you are not sitting with your notes. That's like very bad, man.
No, so I just had my lunch and I was running.
Oh. Okay. Just think about that, or let me ask to Romanji. Romanji, just let me know what did we discuss in our previous session, dear.
Sir, urbanization,
Urbanization, exactly.
its effect and causes.
Effects and causes.
Some of the government urban development models.
Models. That's good.
Migration.
Migration. Wonderful.
And
We also discussed about those health indicators. So human development index. Do you remember that?
yes, sir.
Yeah. After that, we just started with economic geography part. Who can tell me about what did we discuss in economic geography part? Maybe Vinita? Benita, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What did we discuss in the topic of economic geography? You also have to check your notes or what?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Don't you have your note in your hand now? Be fast. What's this? What the aloo which you ate today, it's like making you to sleep or what? Guys. Who can tell me? Sarah, Sharmila, John? Under this economic geography, what did we discuss in my previous session?
Water resource.
Water resources. Exactly, Sharmila. Good. What else?
Water cycle.
Water cycle. We discussed about water resources, water cycles. I also gave you about some factual details about the water which is present in the world as well as in India. Then we discussed about one particular important thing, something. Just link it. Just link that.
So we studied about the Himalayan components, peninsular components, as well as interlinking of rivers.
Exactly, dear Sneha. That's fine. So we discussed about all those interlinking of rivers. So we also discussed about the different components. We also discussed about the perennial rivers and non-perennial rivers of India. So I think so. We just concluded with the peninsular components, like all those rivers which is like present in South India, or maybe it's like peninsular India. So now I think so I have given the differences between this Himalayan component and peninsular component of rivers. Maybe in my physical geography class itself, it's okay, but still I'll give you those differentiations. What are all those differences between peninsular components and Himalayan components? So already they have asked few questions related to that. Maybe some statement type of questions was like there. I don't remember the year, which year they just asked it, but it was there. So you have to be careful when you are like answering those questions. So I'll just take you to those presentations. Just see here. So is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Did I give this to you in physical geography class? These differences, Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers?
No, sir.
No. So this is like a bit important, guys. So you have to know about the differences. There are like a few differences, few major differences. So you people know about that. See, this perennial Himalayan rivers are like perennial rivers, and these fellows are like non-perennial, or it is like seasonal rivers. So which will have this Himalayan rivers will have water throughout the year, and peninsular rivers will not have that much of water throughout the year. Maybe it is as it is seasonal, only in a particular seasons there will be some kind of water which is flowing through that river. And see this, the third point, it's like very important. Meandering. What is mean by meandering? What is mean by meandering? we have discussed about this meanders in class. What does mean by meandering?
The curvature of river.
Curvature of river. So it's like us, it is like flowing through a longer distance when compared to the peninsular rivers. So it will take, see here, it is going to be like this. It is like going to flow like this. This kind of curvature, it is like called as meanders. So you will know about this. We also discussed about some kind of oxbow lake formation. Do you all remember that oxbow lake formation and all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this Himalayan rivers will have this meanders as well as oxbow lake formations and other things. But peninsular rivers, they are like very straight. So mostly, I said about this regarding this rivers which is like flowing towards the Arabian Sea in the western side. They are like going to be very straight. So there will not be any kind of formation of delta as well. So there will not be any kind of delta. Directly, it will just go and enter into the sea. But here we'll have Himalayan rivers like this Ganga, Brahmaputra. We also discussed about this Ganga, Brahmaputra delta where we have the Sundarbans. Hope you people remember about that. So these are few differences, and these are the main differences. See here, and river originates in Himalayas. We know that. And these are like small hills and plateaus. We discussed about different plateaus like Chota Nagpur Plateau, Malwa Plateau, and we also know about the ranges, Satpura and Vindhya ranges. So these are the rivers, peninsular rivers are the rivers which used to come through that, those ranges. And mostly this will be present in the northern plains. We know about that. And these rivers irrigate Deccan plateaus. We know all those most important plateau, Deccan Plateau. I just forgot that Deccan Plateau till in the previous point. So these are the main differences between Himalayan rivers and peninsular rivers. Other things we have like already discussed. And even in our Indian geography, we discussed about the fertile plains, especially northern Great Plains of India. And here it's like not that fertile except few places. We have discussed about the Kaveri Delta. So even east flowing rivers, they usually form this delta. People have read about this Kaveri Delta, and especially a place called as Tanjore in Tamil Nadu, which is called as the rice bowl of South India. So these are the major differences of Himalayan and peninsular rivers. Any doubts about these differences, dears? Any doubts regarding this? Just let me know. Any doubts? Some doubt is there. Let me check.
No, sir.
No. Sorry, Tabai, just IPCC. Also, we discussed about IPCC. And one more thing I just forgot to ask you. When do we celebrate World Water Day? World Water Day. World Water Day. I should have asked about this to you in our previous session itself. Now let me know, when do we celebrate World Water Day? Someone has given the answer. It's 22nd March. Exactly, Sneha. Sneha is like once again on fire. So it's 22nd March. It's like World Water Day. You have to know about it. Okay, we'll just continue. It's like I'll move towards the next slide. Okay, we discussed about this interlinking of rivers. No? We discussed about this different rivers, peninsular components and Himalayan components. So that will be like, we can link all those components so that all over India will have this, sufficient amount of water, so that we'll not have any kind of scarcity of water even during this maybe summer season, or maybe even some places used to face that kind of things during winter season as well. So what kind of things, or what are all those reasons why it is like not happening yet? See, they have planned so many things, but still it is the planning, it's like still in paper. Why they were not able to execute it? Any of your ideas, or you can tell me the reasons why it is like still not happening? Who can tell me why this interlinking of river projects is like not happening? Sneha?
Sir, it's because it's a matter of conflict between the surplus states and the deficit states.
Very good point. So it's a kind of a politics which is like going on. Pankaj, high cost, exactly. So that is also a reason. And one important reason I'm expecting from you guys. Because of some socio-cultural aspect. What kind of socio-cultural aspect, John? Can you just elaborate it? What kind of socio-cultural aspect? So indigenous people being uprooted. This is what I was expecting. Exact point. And mostly, as what she said, what Sneha said, no, it's like because of this kind of a politics, which is like the dispute between different states. For example, you people might know about this dispute between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka for this Kaveri river. And apart from these, apart from this particular river called as Kaveri, there are also many other rivers. Still, they used to have, because of the river, there is going to be some kind of dispute between different states. Is it there in Assam? Something like that is there. No, I have that. I have the tabular column as well. There is a dispute between Assam and Meghalaya, I guess. What is the name of that river? Guys from Meghalaya, Sweetie, are you there, Sweetie?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do you have any kind of what to say? A conflict with Assam? What is the name of that river? Or even you can tell about this Arunachal also. People who are from Arunachal, if at all you have some dispute between your state and your neighborhood state, no? So what is that river? Why is that dispute? So you can just share that things with me.
So I think about Barak River between Assam and Manipur.
Exactly. Barak River between Assam and Manipur. What else? Anything related to this Arunachal Pradesh? You people, do you fight for this water with your neighbor state?
No, sir.
No, you people are like very good. If someone wants water, you are like ready to give them water. Is it, Roman Ji?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good, Sarah, and good, Roman. We fight for land. So Taba is telling that you people fight for land. Why, if someone is like coming and occupying your land or something like that? How is it possible, man? You people never let others inside, no? You are like asking for all those documents, proper documents. Then why you are like fighting for land, Taba? So border area has dispute. Obviously, sir, if there is a border, no, there will be some kind of dispute. This human being have that kind of a mentality that I have to grab all those things as much as possible. So due to hydroelectric project, huge amount of water is released from Arunachal Pradesh, which floods Upper Assam. It is an issue of contention. Exactly. That is also good. So Upper Assam, I think so. Alice can tell something related to this. Alice, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Alice, you are from Upper Assam, no? Any kind of like what Pankaj has said here. So hydroelectric project, is there any kind of flood related problems in your place, Alice?
No, I think.
No, not much. But every year, because of this flood and other related things, Assam and Bihar, these are the two states which is like going to get affected the most. So maybe proper projects has to be implemented and proper steps has to be taken by the respective government so that they should not waste that water. At the same time, they have to make or they have to create proper ways so that it doesn't create any kind of issues or any kind of floods there in your place. So we'll discuss about that. See here. So different reasons. And apart from that, I just wanted to tell you about this deforestation. We'll come to that. See, some of the reasons for the delay or failure in these projects are as follows. So huge investment, like what Pankaj has said. So they have to invest a lot. That is like, because this is not going to be simple like what we, maybe even constructing a dam, it's like a bit easy. But constructing or interlinking of rivers, definitely it's like going to impact so many things. So we have to invest a lot. So government has to be ready for that. So that is like the number one reason for the failure of these kind of projects. And second one, land acquisition. So, sir, about this land acquisition, mostly for constructing this dams, no? So I'll also discuss about that in our multi-purpose projects. So acquisition of this land for construction of dam, it requires lots and lots of people, especially tribal people. So, sir, it's like going to be easy for this government to see. That's what government used to think. So we can easily shift all those tribal people. If we give some money, we'll be like we'll able to make them a separate or a different place to live. So they will also not come and ask us a few questions or something like that. So whatever we give, whenever we just give some money, no, they will just get that money and they will make way for us like that. This is something which most of the government have that in their mind, but it should not be like that. See, they are also like from our country, they have to take care of them properly. So most of this land, it's like being acquired from those kind of tribal people. See, others will not let this to happen. If in other places and all non-tribal areas, they will not let, no, we'll not shift from here. So we need more compensation or something like that, they used to tell. So land acquisition also plays a major role. Most of those people will not be able to give their land for this interlinking of projects and interstate disputes. Once again, interstate disputes, you know about it. I have discussed about this Kaveri and other things also. I'll show you the tabular column, which will show all those issues or all those rivers which is still under some kind of issues because of different things. It might be because of land or it might be because of water. Mostly this is like water. So we'll just see that as well. And labor availability, it's not going to be easy. And even missionaries also, it's like we have to, invest a lot in labor and this missionaries, because it's going to be a bit risky. So people will not be able to, or people will not be ready to go and work in those kind of areas. So that is also a reason for failure of these kind of projects. And the next one is like deforestation. Mostly it is going to be the most important reason for this failure, because all those environmentalists and all those active social activists, they will not be ready to degrade this environment. Just imagine if at all we just wanted to link those rivers, no? So it's like going to be difficult for us. We have to create those way for those water to enter into so many or different states. And see here, maybe in one state, one particular party, maybe if it might be a regional party. For example, in Tamil Nadu, it's like the ruling DMK party is there, and in Karnataka, it's BJP. So BJP and DMK, maybe they have some kind of political differences. They are exactly opposite, because DMK, they used to have the government, it's like they used to have links with this Congress. So there is going to be some kind of different governments. So one government will be like, okay, we'll allow, but other government, no, will not allow. So that kind of differences will be there among all those political parties as well. So that is also a reason for this kind of failure. And finally, the risk factor, which also includes all these things. All these things will come under that risk factor. So we have to take care of those tribal people there. And when they are like working there, no, there is a chance that there might be some kind of flood when they are like doing that. So it's like going to be risky. People will not be ready to take those kind of risks. So these are the reasons for failure of all those kind of interlinking projects. So already we have discussed about this. This is nothing much about this perennial rivers and non-perennial rivers. Now this slide, it's like going to be a bit important. So it's something related to polity. So you have to know about this as well. Hope you have read about this already. I have said about this article 262, no? So two rivers in, two states, in between there is a river. So this is about constitutional provision. See, according to the Interstate River Water Dispute or Interstate Water Dispute Act of 1956, so they have given certain provisions, and the most important provision is nothing but to constitute a tribunal. See here, I have given here to constitute a tribunal. What is meant by a tribunal? Maybe Pankaj, what is meant by a tribunal? what is mean by a tribunal? Pankaj, are you there? Pankaj, Taba, what is mean by a tribunal?
Sir, tribunal is a court established by a statutory organization, I think.
So why do they form certain tribunals? Why do they form tribunals?
To handle a specific case like NGT, it will be handle a particular subject so that everything should not go to the Supreme Court, High Court, so they can deal with it.
Exactly. They used to form certain tribunals in order to take care of a particular subject. So here it is like about to solve the interstate river water dispute. But the problem is, yeah, I have had to settle disputes. Exactly, Sneha, to settle disputes between different states. So maybe even they have what to say, they have initiated this Kaveri river water dispute or Kaveri river water tribunal as well. So it is the bounded duty of all those governments to take care of or to accept those things which is like said by this tribunal. But whether it is happening or not, that is a very big question mark. They are like mostly it is not happening because the tribunal is something, see, forming this tribunals and all, it's like, okay, sir, but still there should be the people who are like involved in that tribunal, no? It has to be like they have to take care of it properly, because simply some judges and some those, what to say, those people who are like maybe IAS and IPS officers, it's okay. They have to, or they are the decision making authority, but still they have to consult certain things with those people who are actually dependent upon that water, who are actually dependent upon that river and its resources. So even here, they have to consult those farmers who are dependent upon that water for agricultural and other activities. But the problem is here. See, simple, sir. We people have some kind of soft-hearted. We are like soft-hearted people. Mostly it is a kind of a politics which is happening between two different states and those politicians who are involved in that. So it's like sad to tell about that, but still it is like happening. So the maybe a kind of a way in which we can solve these kind of things, no? Maybe those farmers from this state and the farmers from other state, they can come and they can sit together and they can discuss about those things. Sir, okay, you take water during this time, or we'll take water during this time. They can have that kind of coordination. And they, when they have those kind of coordination, there is like there will not be any kind of dispute and will not have any need of this kind of tribunals. So maybe even if tribunals, they tell something also, even the states, if they are like not practicing it properly, then what is the use of it, sir? So even those tribunals are there, but still it has to be bit effective. That is what we can just tell about that. So see here, interstate river water dispute between a different states. So the first one is like Kaveri. You know that it's like Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Kerala. Maybe some part of Kerala we just have in that, and mostly it is like about Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. Okay, so here we have this Assam and Manipur. See, like what Sweetie said, no? So Barak River water dispute. Maybe you can take a screenshot of this. You need not write all these things, but you just have to make a note of it. So you have to know which river. So maybe I just showed you all that river maps. So which river, which flows through which states. We already discussed about that in our physical geography. But here I have given the river water dispute between different states which are like involved. So mostly if it is like water, there is going to be a problem. So three things, sir. So for which we'll have that kind of disputes, no? So water or land. So money, land and other things will come under this money. And mostly what to say, give and take of this, what to say, this kind of things, as well as women. So problem between this women, give and take, it's like, it is like what to say, moving on from some decades back, it's like still happening. It should not be the case. So we have to adjust with all those things. So we are like already soft hearted, we know about that, and without any kind of dispute, we have to address all those issues. Okay, so these are the different states and issues. It's like we can't just go and discuss about each and everything. So still you have to know about it. Take a make a screenshot from this, and so that it will be like useful for you whenever you just want. You can just go through these things. See, mostly it's like towards this South India, we have lots and lots of issues because we don't get water. We have all those kind of non-perennial rivers. That is the most important reason, which when those rivers will not have enough amount of water throughout the year, no, so definitely we have to fight for that water. So that is the main reason why most of the southern states which is like involved in this kind of river water disputes. So any doubt about this dispute, sir? See here, still there are like two more slides related to this dispute tribunal. I said about this, mostly delay in constituting the tribunal. See, one state will be like asking for the tribunal, other state will be like, no, 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 we don't want that kind of tribunals, they will tell. And forming that tribunal itself, it will take around some 1 or 2 years. And even if they are like formed, no, still people will not accept. Those two states will not accept for those things which is like said by or recommended by those tribunals. So that is point number one. And amendment in 2002, they made one more amendment here to constitute tribunal within 1 year of request, and award has to be like made within 3 years. So they have to give some kind of judgments within 3 years, but still it is like not happening. Even if they are like telling that, no, we have to follow it. That is the most important thing in order to form a tribunal and following all those things. But it's like not happening properly. And two more problems, like already we have discussed about the, see here, political reasons. I said about this political reasons and agriculture. Those people who are like involved in agriculture, no, they demand lots and lots of water, because most of the water we are like not saving it properly. You know about the Chennai floods. I said about this Chennai flood in our last session itself. We also have one more question related to that, which was asked in our previous year's mains. So we'll discuss about that as well. And development, growth versus environment. I said about that, no, people or all those environmental activists, no, they will be like coming against these things like deforestation. Why are you doing this kind of deforestation? You should not do that. So we have to save all those earth and other blah, blah things will come. So we have to take care of that as well. We should not neglect those things, because see here, we used to have lots and lots of trees, but because of this population explosion, no, we are forced to deforestate so many, maybe so many places and so many forests. So all that percentage of forest cover in our country, it's like it has reduced a lot. But now for the past 2-3 years, only because of this social activist and this environmentalist, the percentage of forest cover, it's like increasing a bit. So we have to give something to our future generation as well. So we have to take care of it properly. That also, so it's like development and growth versus environment. That is also a problem. And problems are also related with the storage of water, such as dams. The most important problem is dams. Why this Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, they fight now? See, water, it flows from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu. So just imagine if they construct some more dams in Karnataka itself. Why do they construct these dams? Mostly to store this water. When they construct more dams across a river, there is the possibility of that water going to this next state. It's like going to be difficult, because they will construct these dams and they will utilize to the maximum. They will open that dam, only the water flow of water, it's like maybe great, or if there is a chance of flood or something like that, they will just open these dams. That is the problem, sir. So even this Assam and Manipur also, I think so, same kind of issues. Maybe if someone know about that, can you just please tell me? Sneha, do you know about that Barak River dispute between Assam and Manipur?
Sir, I don't have a big idea about it. I have just read about it.
Any others? Any others? Do you have any idea about Barak River dispute? Maybe Sweetie was telling about that. Sweetie, have you read about that?
So I don't know exactly.
Others?
So regarding the dispute, I just know about the Tipaimuk Dam that you already taught us before only, like about the people of Manipur and Assam fighting about the Tipaimuk Dam there. But any other reasons about the fight of for the river, that I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. Others? Any ideas about that? maybe Taba or other guys, any ideas about those river water dispute between Assam and Manipur? Okay, I think so. Nobody knows about that. So, okay, maybe you have to be aware of it. Maybe I have given the general ideas about that, the river water dispute, why it is like happening, why should we form a tribunal, and what are all those? Yeah, someone has given some answer, I guess. So I have to read first, not adequate knowledge till now. Maybe you have to know about it. So as you are like there in Assam, you have to know about the disputes, which places are like involved in that kind of dispute. Maybe simply Assam and Manipur, we can't just tell that. You have to know about why that place. Maybe in your state level PSCs, there might be a question that place exactly like where it is like entering into Manipur, and why there is the problem. Maybe Emmanuel, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So, can you tell me about the dispute between Assam and Manipur related to that Barak River, Emmanuel?
Sir, I have no idea.
You have no idea.
Yes, sir.
What is this? You are from Manipur, you have to know about it, no? So, please, so maybe you just read about it. Maybe in tomorrow's session, you have to tell me about the exact place. That is your homework. Maybe especially for those people from Assam and Manipur, you have to know about it. So that will be your homework for today. So we'll just move forward. So if at all there is a problem related to this, maybe next World War, if at all we have, no, it is going to be because of this water only. So I have given few solutions as well. So what kind of solutions? Because as a civil servant, you people have to write the solutions in your mains answer sheet as well. So the first solution, it's like you people know about it. Water is actually a state subject. You know about this list, scheduled lists. So water is actually a state subject, so that all those decisions based on that water will be taken by the state government. Instead, it has to be like bought in this concurrent list, so that even central government can take certain steps to control that kind of fights or disputes or something like that. And that is the most important solution here. And apart from that, I said about that, no, people who are like more concerned about that, the farmers who are utilizing that water for their agriculture and other things, they have to be consulted properly, so that it will not maybe they are the one who are like going to utilize it, because others, we are like simply sitting inside an air conditioned room, and we are like telling that because we used to get water throughout the year, some way or the other way we are ready to pay it. But farmers, no, they are like entirely dependent on that water for their agriculture. Sir, agriculture, I'll be telling a lot about agriculture today. So it's like very important. So the two important solutions, and I have one more solution for this: preventing destruction of the sources of water. So usage, it has to be like proper, sir. We should not waste the water. And apart from that, all those encroachment because of this population explosion, no, people are like encroaching all those area, not just this rivers, also about the lakes and ponds. Already we have discussed about that in our previous session. So destruction of that sources of water, that has to be like taken care of it properly, and government has to take necessary steps to those people who are like involved in this kind of destructions. And efficient and sustainable use of water resources. That's what more or less these things are like more or less interlinked. And setting up a single permanent tribunal which will take care of all those cases, which is ready to solve all those cases, so that will not have, and what to say, it has to be that tribunal, no, it has to give proper decisions. It should not be biased towards any kind of any of the states who are like, or any of the parties who are like involved. So these are the different solutions which we can just give for this interstate river water disputes. Any doubts in that, or you people you wanted to write, or what? You can just make some small hints or something like that. I'll give you 2 minutes. So just write this. Solutions, all those solutions, you just maybe I've given in a lengthier line. Maybe you can just make all those hints alone, all those important things alone related to all those points. over? Can I change the
Yes,
slide?
sir.
Can we
Yes,
go to the
sir.
next slide?
Kalah.
What happened, Sarah? Yeah.
Sorry.
What happened, Sarah? Yeah. Copy this. Copied. Shall we proceed? Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay then. So we are like going to this question which was like asked in the previous years. See here, the interlinking of rivers can provide viable solutions to the multidimensional interrelated problems of droughts, floods, and interrupted navigation. Critically examine how we are like going to answer this. How you people are like going to answer this? Pankaj,
Yes, sir.
just
First, in the introduction, I will just mention about how interlinking of rivers can be done. Maybe a small 1 or 2 to 3 lines.
okay.
After that, I will, in the main body, I will give the pros of interlinking of rivers,
Interlinking
and
of rivers.
then the cons of interlinking of rivers.
Okay.
And because there is a part that it is multidimensional, as in problems of drought, flood, and interrupted navigation. So I will also give up maybe a flow chart or something about how it can help
That's
in
better.
all of this problem.
Okay.
And then I will give the possible areas where it can happen, maybe a map, because it is for 15 marks. So
Okay.
a small map where it can happen,
Small map.
which
That
are
will be
the
fine.
key area. Yeah, key areas where we can interlink the rivers. And after that, what are the government's steps that has been taken till now?
Better.
And then after that, the way forward.
Way forward.
Yeah.
What
And
will
then
you tell in that?
conclusions. So way forward, I will write the points that you have just given. This tribunals, and then like sir, concurrent list and consultation with stakeholders, everything.
Better. Good man. Good. Good answers. So that you can just follow all these points, like how to write this answer. So that will be like better. So already I have discussed about all the points, what we can write in your answer. So that will be better. Now read the second question. It's an easy question. You can write so many things under this. So India is well endowed with fresh water resources, and critically examine why it still suffers from water scarcity. Maybe initially you can tell certain things about like what is mean by water scarcity or something like that, and then you can mention few areas where, or maybe few areas where it is like facing some lots and lots of water scarcity. Maybe we have discussed about that. So all those droughts and other things, especially in Rajasthan and other related places, we have already discussed about that. So you can mention about those areas, and maybe you can also tell about how those areas, or what kind of solutions can be give to solutions. So what kind of solutions you can just give to that areas in order to come out of this problem of water scarcity. And you can tell about your own suggestions. Even government can take necessary steps in order to save or in order to store proper water, and you have to take steps so that the wastage of all those river water, we should not waste all those river water. Especially I said about this Chennai floods. See, most of those water, it just went to this sea. It just went into that Marina Beach. It was like going towards that, and it entered Bay of Bengal. It should not be the case. We should take proper steps to store all those water so that it will be useful for our future generations. And mostly you can tell about this lakes and lakes and ponds. We have to clean that lakes and ponds then and there. It should be taken care properly. Government has to they can allot some some money to clear or clean all those things, because there is a chance that you might have seen that kind of, I don't remember that planktons which will just grow in all those fresh water as well. So it's like then and there we have to clear it, or else all those river water will be like absorbed by that planktons. It should not be the case like that. So you can mention all these things in your answer. So this is how you can just answer these two questions. So we'll just move forward. It's like next question or next topic. It's like going to be regarding this irrigation. What does mean by irrigation? Who can give me the answer? What does mean by irrigation?
Sir, the process of providing water to agriculture.
Process of providing water to agriculture. Yeah, good point. Any other points related to irrigation? Any other points related to irrigation? Maybe you have given the definition. Sneha has given the definition. Where do they have, or how do they practice, or something what you know? Because maybe you people are like, many people are like involved in those kind of cultivation or agriculture, and few of your fathers are like farmers. So you have to know some points regarding this irrigation. What do you know about irrigation? Who can tell me? Emmanuel?
Sir,
Emmanuel, are you there? Then and there you are like going to this field, field works. You are like going for this field works. What do you know about irrigation? And even you can just tell me some steps taken by this government in order to support this irrigation also. Any point which you know about irrigation. Nobody?
Sir.
Yeah, Pankaj.
Sir, for irrigation started properly in our country during Green Revolution, and they focused on 5 key states. After that, right now, even though we have come so far, our irrigation system is still dependent on our traditional method, where we dug well or bore wells, and from there we're just pouring water. But with the coming of this Jal Jeevan mission, there are many government initiatives like Pradhan Mantri this Jal Sinchai Yojana. where they are promoting this drip irrigation and the sprinkler irrigation and this new kind of irrigation projects.
Very good, Pankaj. Very good. Good points regarding this irrigation. That's like he said about the types of irrigation or the methods of irrigation. So all these things we are like just going to see, because we have to give proper importance to the agriculture as well. So someone has given me, yeah, micro irrigation and fund schemes. Sneha, yeah, Sneha and John has said about National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. So all these things are there. We are like going to see about that in detail. Now let me show you few things. Sir, this is going to be an easy topic, but it's going to be the most important topic as well. There will be some questions related to this, maybe in your prelims as well as in your mains. I'll give you a few schemes. Make sure that you people are like aware of all those schemes. And most importantly, the recent scheme, the Kisan scheme, we'll discuss about that. See here, irrigation methods, different methods of irrigation. So maybe civil or any civil engineers here? There is no engineer this time, no? Who's the engineer this time? No, I think so. No engineers this time. So it's okay. Well, I'll tell you about the irrigation, different methods of irrigation. Surface irrigation, like what they used to tell or what they used to do in for this paddy and other things. See here, flooding method. Flooding method in the sense they used to give lots and lots of water for those agricultural field, because paddy is something which requires that much of water, flooding type of water. You might have seen all those paddy fields, no, in your places also. In Assam also there will be like, I have seen many paddy fields. So especially at one particular point of time, maybe after planting it, no. So they have to have this kind of flooding method and furrow method. They used to dig certain things and they used to make that kind of irrigation. And contour method, that's like bit important. It will be like this kind of, mostly in mountain ranges, they used to practice this kind of contour irrigation methods. I'll show you a pic. I have a pic for that. And subsurface irrigation, which is like going to be like further under, directly those water will be given to the roots. And sprinkler irrigation, you people know well about the sprinkler irrigation, I guess, sprinkling those water. And finally, the drip irrigation. What is mean by drip irrigation and where they are like going to use this drip irrigation? Sir, because drip irrigation is something which this government is having lots and lots of focus in recent days, because we don't have that much of water. So we have to utilize the available water resources properly. So when we are like doing this kind of flooding methods or other surface irrigation methods, no, it's like there is a chance that we are going to waste lots and lots of water. So drip irrigation, mostly we'll use this drip irrigation where or which crops which requires some minimum amount of water, and also in those places where they don't have that much of water for agriculture. So availability of water will be like a bit less, no, in those areas at the same time. And crops like maybe coconut trees are something like they need not have lots and lots of water. Maybe some small amount of water is like more than sufficient for that coconut to grow. So in those areas, they will practice this kind of drip irrigation. So wild flooding, this flooding methods, once again, it's like divided into two types. Wild flooding, it's like more or less more water which is like given to that maybe that agricultural land. And controlled flooding, no, like we have different types of controlled flooding. Maybe as the name suggests, you will be like easy to understand that free flooding, just leaving those water. I'll show you the pics, don't worry. Contour laterals, I'll show you the pic of contour. See here. So mostly in mountain ranges, no, so where we'll have this kind of slopes, in these places we'll have this kind of contour forming. It's like called as contour forming. Mostly it will be like followed like this. And border strips, I also have that border strips, I guess. See here, only in those borders they used to give that kind of water supply will be like given to those borders. And we also have check flooding, basin flooding, and zigzag method. I'll show you all these pics. See here. So check flooding, see how they have given the exact distance. They will have certain distance, and only based on that distances, no, so they will have, or they will grow all those crops. They will plant all those crops. There will be always a check. So they will also create some kind of levees here. You know what is meant by levees, I guess. So this water which is like flowing here, no, they will create this kind of levees. Maybe natural levees are there. We have already discussed about natural levees in our physical geography class. Here, like man-made levees, so that water will not be able to move over that. So they will have a control over all those water which is like given to a particular crop. Next, it's like going to be basin flooding. So creating these kind of basins for the water to move to all those crops. Think so you will be like able to see this basins. So this is called as basin flooding. And the last one, it's like going to be zigzag flooding. See here, you can see that zigzag, no? So zigzag furrows, like maybe it will not be practiced in all those places, maybe based on that land surface and based on the crops they are like growing in a particular place. This kind of different types of floodings or different types of irrigation methods will be practiced. So these are the different methods of irrigation. Next, we are like going to discuss about the types of irrigation and which states or where these kind of certain methods or different certain types are like in which states they are like practicing, because we know that water is not equally distributed across all the states of our country. So in few states there will be like more water, and in few states there will be like less water. So what types of irrigation is like practiced in which area? So that is what we are like going to discuss. So the first type, it's like going to be well water irrigation system. So mostly this kind of wells, see here, I have said about these wells, no? So, but we don't have that much of that many wells in all the states, but except there are few states like UP, maybe also in Bihar. Bihar also will have this well irrigation, and also in Tamil Nadu also they used to practice this kind of well irrigation techniques or well irrigation type. So based on that, they will be like irrigating a particular, what to say, agricultural field. See here, from this well, they used to take and they used to distribute this water. We used to take, I said about that, no, we used to go and take bath in those kind of wells as well. So pump well, they will be like taking off all those underground water and they will be like distributing it to different parts. So the next one, it's like about tank water irrigation system. See here, the tank water irrigation system. So once again, so it is like not practiced in most of the northern and northeastern places, because these kind of tank or well or those things, no, it will be practiced only in those places where they don't have sufficient water, so that they will be able to store that water in their tanks or wells. So once again, this tank water irrigation is like practiced in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka as well, and in some parts of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So Telangana, these are the states where they used to practice this tank water irrigation system. The third one is like inundation irrigation system. Have you heard about this inundation irrigation systems? Inundation irrigation system, anybody? Have you heard about this inundation irrigation systems? What is meant by that? See here. Have you seen this kind of structures anywhere? Inundation. Guys, have you seen this kind of structure? The third pick. You have to know about it. I think so. It's like there in Assam also. Have you seen this kind of structures? Sharmila, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Have you seen this kind of areas, dear?
Yes, I have seen, sir.
Why they are like having this kind of structures? What do people do in this kind of structures? Pankaj?
Sir, I think they are used for irrigation, like they flood the surface, and
Okay.
after flooding, they can grow this water heavy crops like sugarcane or rice or something like that.
Maybe you are like more or less correct. See, this kind of structures are like created, especially in those areas where there is a chance that there will be some kind of flood. So when there are like water in that particular river, it's like exceeding, no. So they will just open a particular part so that all those water will move, that excess water will move through that part, and it will enter into these type of canals, and all these canals will be taken to that agricultural field. This is called as inundation canal. Maybe you can just tell it like the excess or the flood water which is carried out through this kind of canals for agricultural purposes. So mostly you can also tell that it will be used in West Bengal, where there is like frequent flood will be there, no, and also in Bihar, and also in Assam. Also, you can just see about this kind of inundation canals, and also in Odisha. So these are the areas, or these are the states where this inundation irrigation system is like practiced. And next one, it's like perennial canal irrigation system. As the name suggests, water supply throughout the year. It has to be like throughout the year. More or less, it is like similar to this inundation canal only. So inundation, it's like excess water will be like given to that. Here, they will create a canal and what to say, so that the people who are like doing agriculture in and around, no, they will be like not suffering without any kind of water scarcity. So mostly these kind of perennial canals will be like constructed in the states of Punjab. You can see this kind of perennial canals in Punjab, or even in Tamil Nadu, or also in UP, in Uttar Pradesh also, you will be like able to see this kind of perennial canals. So these are the different types of irrigation systems in India. So any doubts about this? Any doubt about the methods and types of irrigation systems in India? Please let me know. Please let me know if you have any doubts regarding this types and methods of irrigation systems in India. Any doubts? No doubt. So it's clear, no? Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
So next, it is about the different issues related to this irrigation. What will be the different, different issues related to irrigation in our country? So as a civil servant, you have to think about the issues and you have to provide some kind of solutions for that. What is going to be the issues related to irrigation in India and irrigation systems in India? I have to ask maybe who can answer this. Romanji?
Yes,
Romanji,
sir.
what are all those issues related with irrigation system in India? Why we don't have proper irrigation systems in India? Good answer, Sneha. Unequal distribution of water in all states for agriculture. Yeah, good answer by Sneha. Yeah, Romanji, you can just start. Sorry.
There are also the rainfall differs
Yeah.
in different states.
Different in different states. Rainfall, okay, that's good. So, Benita?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what might be the reason for this water scarcity, or especially for this agriculture and irrigation purposes? What might be the reason? What are the issues related with irrigation?
Uh, 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 During that Carol ma'am classes, she mentioned about that even you that for Pepsi and Coca-Cola, they're more using that water, but not for that agriculture.
Exactly. Yeah. Wonderful point, Benita. So those people, all those, what to say, corporate crocodiles. So the word has come again, corporate crocodiles. They used to consume lots and lots of water, which is like available for the agriculture and other irrigation purpose. So they don't, what to say, they are like not allowing those people to do this agriculture. That's what Benita is. Benita used to tell about that ground reality all the time. So good, Benita. And who else can answer? One more point. When they are like irrigation, more irrigation is like in few places, irrigation will be like they will not have enough water. When there are like what to say, more water is available in a particular area, they used to give more water to that land. So what kind of issues will happen in those areas? No proper fund. Good, John.
Sir, can I say?
Yeah, Taba, you can.
Sir, apart from government schemes like private parties, those are holding very few amount of land, so they cannot construct big canals, and those schemes are, if government is not provided, private people cannot do that because of their few land holdings.
Because of their land holdings, it was like not that clear. So can you repeat it? Sorry.
Sir, like private farmers are not able to irrigate much land, much canal, because of they have only few land holdings. So if government do not support or fund schemes, so they cannot do it. Only government can do it.
Exactly. All those people with small land holdings, no, they are like going to get affected a lot when compared to those people who have some bigger lands. So Robin has given, good Robin, interstate water dispute, increased cost of irrigation. Exactly. Because of that, no, even we started to pay for this water and all those other things are like happening. And one more point, which I just wanted to tell is like, there are few places where they used to, because of non-compliance with new agricultural laws, maybe, yeah, to certain point I'll accept, and certain point we have to discuss, but still it is like they are in the court. So maybe we have already discussed about this different agricultural laws, which was like introduced by this government suddenly when everything was under this lockdown. Wastage and use of water. Exactly, Gregory, I was about to tell that point. Do you people remember? I think so. Roman and John, they just explained about the agricultural laws in our class, in our offline session. So I think so, if I'm not wrong. What Romanji and John, you only discussed about that, no?
Yes, sir, about the farm laws.
Farm laws, about the agricultural farm laws. They both gave some points related to that. So maybe that might also be a reason. Government is telling that you can do this, you can practice that, but it cannot be applied in all the places, no? So we have to think about that as well. Yeah, like Gregory said, wastage of water, that is also happening. And apart from that, in certain places, no, that maybe related to that wastage of water, how they are like wasting that water is, maybe there will be certain crops which will not require that much of water, which will not require that kind of flooding type of water techniques. But in those areas also, those people who are like not aware of this proper irrigational methods, they used to do that kind of flooding methods of irrigation in their places. So it is like not required actually. So that is also a reason for that. That is actually the reason for that wastage of water. And one more thing, when lots and lots of this groundwater is like being irrigated, there is a chance that the ability of that land or that soil in which, from which that water is like being extracted, no, that ability of that soil definitely it's like going to degrade. So the salinity of that land or salinity of that soil is like going to increase. When there is like more salt in that land, it becomes unfit for certain agricultural crops. It is like becomes unfit for us to grow certain crops in that. That is also an issue. Yeah, one more point. I've received one more point. So India being a water exporter country by producing water intensive crops. Water exporter country by producing water intensive crops. Exactly, a good point by Pankaj. So I will just discuss about those issues. See here. So factors affecting the irrigation compatibility to the irrigation system. How many of us are like aware of what kind of irrigation to be used? So whether it is like easy for us, whether it is like suitable for us, we have to think about that also. And topographical characteristics of an area. So maybe we discussed about the uneven distribution of water around our country, but topographical characteristics also plays a major role. Maybe slope, or it might be a different thing. We discussed about this contour irrigation, of which we can practice those kind of contour irrigation only in those places where it is like mountains are present. So topography also plays a major role in irrigation and economics. And cost of irrigation, already we discussed about that. Cost of irrigation, and whether government is like providing that sufficient amount. No, it's like not there like that. Or even those private parties who are like, who own some least amount of land, no, they are also getting affected a lot. And soil, so some soil will absorb water very soon, and some soil it's like going to get delayed. So that is also a reason. And no proper water supply. Only if proper water is coming through that rivers or canals or something like that, no, irrigation will be like available for those people who are like doing this agriculture. So that also play a major role. And crops to be irrigated, what kind of crop we can irrigate in this particular land, they have to be aware of it. But here what is happening, no, see here the problem with the social influences. So especially those people who are like staying there in villages, no, maybe they will discuss about like what is happening in the neighborhood or neighborhood land, what they are like growing. So here they wanted to increase their production. So maybe they used to get distracted because of those external influencers, like all those brokers will be there, no, all those middlemen, they will be telling like, you grow this one, you grow that one. But if rain is not there, or even if proper water is not there, it's like going to be difficult for those people to take care of their lands. So all the last 3 points, it's like more or less related to each other. The crops to be irrigated and social influences along with external influences. Maybe they have to think about what it is possible to do that in that area. And historically, what kind of irrigational methods they have implemented in that area, and what kind of crops they have grown in that area. So all these things has to be taken into account, and only then they have to practice this irrigation. And see here the issues related to irrigational projects. Yeah, once again, it is like a common point which you can write in many answers. Delay in completion of projects. Obviously, there might be so many different reasons for that. Corruption, it might be corruption, or fund release from this government, it's like not in a proper way. So all these things, so delay in completion of project, it is like a universal point, and like creating awareness, no. So the delay in project, it's also a universal point which you can write in almost 80% of your questions. And once again, like Robin said, interstate river water disputes. Because of interstate river water disputes, the water which we just get there, no, it's like the cost of that irrigation project, it's like increasing. And third one, regional disparities in irrigation development. In one part, they will be like they require lots and lots of water, not just about interstate, 2 different states. Also in that same states, also there will be some kind of disputes between 2 different places or 2 different areas which used to grow different types of crops. And water logging and salinity, I said about that, no. So lots and lots of water, it's like being let to a crop which doesn't require that much amount of water. So there is a problem of water logging as well as salinity. So when water is like present there for a longer duration, definitely all those salts will get deposited in that place, and that land will be like made for it will be like made unfit for further agriculture. So water logging and salinity is also an issue, and increasing cost of irrigation because of regional disparities or because of this interstate river water disputes. So more or less all these points are like interlinked. And losses in operating irrigation projects. So loss of water, they don't save all those water. So all of you gave these points to us. So it's like good. See, you people have your points. Only thing is you have to open your mouth and you have to let us know. So it's like we are like what to say, we are running this in YouTube. So many people around this India who are all watching this video, no, they will be like, it will be useful for them as well. So knowledge is for sharing, no. So sharing and caring, it has to be part of our life. And the last one, it's about decline in water table, excessive irrigation, because they used to have this bore, no. So they are like just sucking all those water. Literally, they are what to say. We should not tell that, but it is there. We people are like, because of this water, no, because of the need of water, we are like literally raping the land surface here, sir. So land is something which is like very precious, like a woman. So we should take care of it properly. So when we are like what to say, when we are giving this kind of disturbances to this land, one day or the other day, that land is like showing us back to us in the form of earthquakes. So please take care of it. Please take care of this land properly. It's like land, what to say, Bhumi Mata. We used to call it as Bhumi Mata. So it's like our mother. Land is like our mother. We have to take care of her properly. So these are the issues related to this irrigation and solutions. See here, I'll give you few solutions which was like initiated by the government, maybe in different times. So recently in the year 2009, 19, it was like Kisan Samman Nidhi. What's that? Anybody have idea about this Kisan Samman Nidhi? Who can tell me about that? This is like very important, sir. There is a chance that they might ask a question related to that in your prelims as well. What is this Kisan Samman Nidhi? Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi? What's that? Who can answer me? Romanji, any ideas about Kisan Samman Nidhi? Romanji is not there, or what? Romanji is there.
Can I say, sir?
Yeah, Pankaj.
Sir,
Welcome.
they are given some amount. I don't know how much, but they're given some amount of money in a year. Like, I think in 3 or 6 installments.
It is 3 installments. It's 3 installments. So you don't know the amount. I'll tell you the amount. What is that amount? It's like rupees. Sorry. Yeah. It's rupees 6,000 in 3 installments. The main aim or the motive behind the scheme is to provide income support to all the eligible farmers. Okay. To income support with 6,000 in 3 installments. They'll be like providing us 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. So this is like very important. Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi. So make sure that you are thorough of it. So maybe you can just, there are like so many other points. There are like certain points to be covered by that particular farmer. Only if it's like coming under all those, if all those conditions are like satisfied, no, he will get the 6,000 rupees. So you have to know about other things as well. Maybe this like more or less it's like economy. So I just wanted to give you all those schemes, and that is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi. And next we have Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sanchayi Yojana. So maybe it's like we can call it as centrally sponsored scheme. What is mean by centrally sponsored scheme and what is mean by centrally sector scheme? We have discussed this about this in our class. What is the difference between centrally sponsored scheme and centrally sector scheme? Who can tell me? Sneha?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what is the difference between centrally sponsored scheme and central sector scheme?
Sir, centrally sectored scheme will take care of the money 100% by the central government, while the centrally sponsored scheme, in the centrally sponsored scheme, a part of the whole fund will be taken care of the central government and part by the state governments respectively.
Yeah. Exactly, she's correct. So if it is a central sector scheme, 100% of the fund will be like taken care by the central government. And if it is a centrally sponsored scheme, it is about certain things will be distributed between central and state governments. So here for this Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sanchayi Yojana, it is a centrally sponsored scheme. Sponsoring, central is like sponsoring. And it is around 75:25. 75% of fund will be like provided by the central government and 25% of fund will be like provided by the state government. This is for all other states, but in hilly areas, no. So it's like going to be around 90:10. 90% will be like provided by the central government and 10% will be taken care by the state government. What is the objective of this Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sanchayi Yojana? So it's like the main objective is to, it's a kind of a convergence of investment in irrigation at field levels, especially why they are like implementing in the field level. It's just to improve the water usage, how efficiently they are using their water, so that they will also be like requested to use and reduce the usage of water, and they will also be like ordered by this government. Maybe we can just tell it like that. please don't use that much of water. Proper irrigation has to be like implemented. Please don't waste those water that will be like set under this particular yojana, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sanchayi Yojana, in order to take care of the water usage by the farmers. And the third one, Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana. What is this Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana? Maybe this is like gaining some kind of importance in the recent times. You might have heard about this, organic farming. What is meant by organic farming? What is meant by organic farming? Okay, are you there? Yeah, okay is there. So she has to answer me. What is mean by organic farming? Okay. Okay, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, once again, you will ask me to repeat the question. Once again, I'll repeat the question. What is mean by organic farming?
Organic
Organic
farming
is organic farming.
Is the production of these fruits or vegetables without the use of chemicals.
Exactly, without usage of any kind of chemicals, that is called as organic farming. So here, this Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana is to promote organic farming so that it will improve the soil health. So that is Parampragat Krishi Vikas Yojana and soil health card scheme. So you people might have heard about the soil health card scheme. Who can tell me about this? Maybe some farmers here. So maybe Robin, have you heard about this soil health card scheme, dear? Robin or Emmanuel?
Yes, sir.
What's that soil health card scheme?
In this, the soil samples are collected and then tested for tested in the lab.
Okay.
For this the health of the soil.
Sir, there will be a card which will be issued to all those farmers. Okay. So based on their crops, what they are like growing and how they can take care of that crops so that it will not degrade the health of that particular soil. So all those instructions will be like provided in that card. So that will be like helpful for that farmers when they are like having or when they are like growing certain things. And next, it's like about Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. You might have heard about this Fasal Bima Yojana, I guess, because it is something which is like which was introduced way back in the year 2016. So anybody have heard about this Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana? Pankaj, or maybe I'll ask it to Taluk. Taluk, are you there? Taluk. Taluk is not there. Maybe who else can tell about this? Have you heard about this Fasal Bima Yojana?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sneha, what's that Fasal Bima Yojana, Sneha?
Sir, it's a scheme which takes care of the crop insurance for the marginal farmers.
Exactly. Crop insurance. So which was like introduced in the year 2016. So its main objective is to provide comprehensive insurance cover against the failure of crop. So if someone is like having maybe some farmers, they are like facing that kind of crop failures, no? So they will be like providing certain kind of insurance and around some 2%, I guess that premium will be around some 2% for kharif crops and 1.5% for that rabi crops. So what are those kharif crops and rabi crops? We'll be like discussing about that. And why this is like important, why this Fasal Bima Yojana is like important. No, it's like already 5 years since it was like introduced. So recently there is something which is called as Fasal Bima Yojana 2.0 in the year 2020. So you have to read about this Fasal Bima Yojana 2020. So that is also a homework for you. What they have said in this Fasal Bima Yojana 2.0. So it's a current affair. So you have to know about it. So that is a homework. We have to you have to discuss, or you have to tell me about that Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana 2.0 or 2.0 in tomorrow's session. Next, it's about National Agricultural Market. So ENAM. So this is like maybe it has gained its importance, especially because of this. Especially because of the recent agricultural laws. No. So this ENAM is nothing but an online portal. So online electronic portal which aims to form a unified national market for the agricultural products. So uniform national markets, all those people who are like they can just directly link together with the different parts of the farmers who are like present around India through this particular portal. So what to say, they can maybe you might have heard about this Agricultural Product Marketing Committee, APMC. So it is like kind of that. Along with that APMC, this will also be like introduced so that they will be able to market their goods through this online portal, and it will be like helpful for them to sell their goods across our country. That is like National Agricultural Market. So the last but previous one, see here, India Emergence Campaign through Village Emergence. So here, especially in villages, they have to improve the means of livelihood among those rural people, especially in the rural people, to enhance the rural development process, and so that maybe especially through those panchayats, so which will be taking care of all those villages, no, to establish a social equality, to create some kind of awareness about the agricultural schemes. So the problem here in India is all those people who are like living in those villages, they are like not aware of all those schemes which was like introduced by the government. So through panchayats, all those village people will be like able to know about those kind of schemes. That is what India Emergence Campaign. They just want to those people to get emerge out of all those schemes which was like introduced by this government. And the last one is about my village and my village, my pride. It is to provide the proper methodology, and especially related to this see here, scientific farming. So scientific farming in the sense, maybe some kind of new technologies, maybe in the field of agriculture. What are all those new technologies being introduced? So they have to know about it. Even in all those villages, they can implement, because we can't go and just implement that in some urban areas, because agriculture is like not happening there. So in villages, they have to introduce, so that maybe technology in the sense, maybe at present we have that drone facilities. Even government is like providing some kind of money for those farmers to have that drone. Those people who have some kind of larger land, no, so it will be like going to be difficult for them to go and check all those crops which is like planted in that land. So when they have these drones, it will be easy for them to take care of all the entire region, or all those land which is like available to him, no. So people have to be aware of it. So my village, my pride, they have to be proud of their villages. So it is like happening in few villages, no, still they are like showing some kind of good production in those crops which is like grown in that villages. So these are the initiatives by the government to the farmers, to the improvement of those farmers, to save the land and properly use all those irrigation methods which is like available to them. Any doubts about this till now? Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So we'll move to the next topic, which is multi-purpose river valley projects in India. Why it is called as multi-purpose river valley projects? Who can give me the answer? What is mean by multi-purpose river valley projects? What is mean by multi-purpose?
So, sir, it can have many purposes. It can be used for generating electricity, irrigation for
Electricity.
agriculture, irrigation for
Irrigation.
agriculture,
Yeah, irrigation for agriculture. Apart from that,
rainwater storage,
storing of water. Okay. Then one important thing is there.
prevent flood.
Exactly. Sneha has given the answer. Drinking water purpose. Yeah, Pankaj. Taba, Sneha, Romanji, all those. Flood control. Yeah. So, flood control. One more thing. One more thing. Rupees 3,000 crores. That is the clue. 3,000 crore rupees. I've given you a clue.
Statue of Unity.
Huh?
Statue of Unity.
Statue of Unity, but that is not multi-purpose. But something related to that. It might not be the main point, but that is also a point. You have to know about it. Aquaculture generating revenue, obviously. So all these things are there, and I just wanted to tell you about this tourism as well. So all these are yeah. One more answer. Paradip Port. Yeah, we'll discuss about that Paradip Port as well. Don't worry. So these are all those important points regarding the multi-purpose river valley projects. Sharmila, dam. Yeah, obviously, dear. It's a dam. It's going to be a dam. So we are going to discuss about different dams. So you might have heard about various dams across India. What dams do you have in Assam? Is there any dam in Assam or near to your place, Guwahati? Sharmila? Sharmila?
I have not seen, sir, so far.
You have not seen. Maybe you might have heard about that in newspapers or some news channels as well, no? Dams.
Yes, sir.
So there is only one, I think, the Skopili Dam, and there is one in work around Subansiri.
Subansiri
There is Barapani Dam.
Barapani Dam. I heard that in some river water or near to some, maybe I read about that in newspapers some few days back.
Sir, Ranganadi Dam.
What dam, dear?
Ranganadi.
Rana Nadi Dam. Okay, because I have not heard about it, but I read a news.
Saranganadi is in Arunachal Pradesh.
Oh, it's in Arunachal Pradesh.
Yeah, Saranganadi Dam.
Oh, so what about in Meghalaya, Sweetie?
Sir,
Sweetie,
Barapani Dam is there.
Barapani dam is there. No, I read about some fishes are many fishes they are dead because of some pollution or something like that near to some river or dam in Assam. I'm not sure about that, but I read something some few days back.
So that's a tank in Digholi near our classes institution only.
Oh,
yes.
Why? What is the reason for that?
We went
So
by that only, sir,
eutrophication.
when you came.
What, Pankaj?
So we went by that place only, no, sir, when you came.
Oh, in
Yeah.
that place only. Why? What is the reason for that, Sneha?
So excessive plankton growth, and government isn't paying attention to cleaning of the pond. So it's been neglected since like a long time, so that's why.
Due to dissolved level oxygen lower, not the toxic. Yeah. Okay, it might be because of that eutrophication and other things. So government has to take care of it properly. So multi-purpose projects. Let us come to that. So hope you people might have heard about different dams across India. Maybe it might be Bagranakal Dam or Sardar Sarovar Dam. So I said about that rupees 3,000 crore statue of unity. No, it was like constructed there near to the Sardar Sarovar Dam only. So River Narmada. We'll discuss about that dams now. So the first one under that, it's like going to be, see here, different projects, different, river projects across this India. You can just take a screenshot of this. I just wanted to give you these details. So there is a chance that they might ask these kind of things in your prelims. Mostly you will know about this rivers, important rivers like Damodar, Narmada, see Sardar Sarovar project. So mostly it is like there in Gujarat. So this is like easy because you might have heard about this Statue of Unity and other things. But other dams, no, it's like going to be a bit difficult for you. So you have to know about it. And see here, I was like expecting Sweetie to tell about this Umayam project. Sweetie, are you aware of it? Umayam Dam.
Yes, I said Barapanino, it's Umyamong.
So, what to say, when we enter into Meghalaya, like from Assam, when we are like traveling from Assam to Meghalaya, it will be there in the right side, no? Right side,
Yes,
there will
sir,
be
yes,
also
sir,
be a
yes,
bridge,
sir.
no, Sweetie?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, I remember I just went to that Shillong once, so I just remember that. And we also have other dams like this, most important dams like Bakranakal Dam, Chambal and Kosi. These are like small, but these are like this Bakranakal, it's like very big. This is it was once India's biggest multi-purpose project and the highest gravity dam of India. It was like once, not now. So what else? Yeah, Hirakud Dam as well. You have to know about Hirakud Dam as well. So tell me, which river is called as Sorrow of Bihar? Sorrow of Bihar. Which river?
Kosi.
Kosi.
Kosi. Correct. Sorrow of Bengal. Once it was
Damodar.
called as Sorrow of Bengal.
Hooghly.
Damodar.
Who is that Hooghly wala?
Sir, Damodar, sir, sorry.
It's Damodar. It is called as Sorrow of Bengal. Once it was like called as Sorrow of Bengal. So these are the other different dam projects. We also have this Idiki Dam in Kerala. So you might have you heard about a movie which is called as Dam 999? Dam 999. Anybody have you heard about this movie called as Dam 999?
No, sir.
Nobody. No. So it's a good movie. It's like about some dam and why they are like constructing. It should not be constructed in such a way, but because of some political reasons, no, they just construct that dam and that dam will explode and so many people will die because of that. So maybe it's a good to watch that movie. So you will learn so many things. They are like accusing some states and they are like supporting some other states, but still as a civil servant, it is like better you can just watch that movie, Dam 999. So this is about the different multi-purpose projects of India. Now the first multi-purpose project, the most important one, Damodar Valley project. This is the first multi-purpose river valley project of independence India. They might ask it as a statement. They might give this as a statement. See, these are the different dams like Tiraya, Konar, Tenugad, and this Damodar river. It's like moving here and Panchet. And in the background, you can see a dam that is nothing but the Maithon Dam. So you have to know about it. So Damodar, obviously West Bengal. So it's like leading to this river Hooghly. And they are like constructing these dams in order to do proper agriculture here. If it is like West Bengal, mostly it will be like rice. And one more thing, is jute. We'll also discuss about rice and jute in detail in our further slides. Okay, this is about Damodar Valley project. I just wanted to give it to you where it is like present, and what are all those different dams which is like present here. See, this is the pic of that dam. These many dams will be like created here. See, all this thicker ones are nothing but construction of dams. These places will have these dams. So in order to store water, this is about Damodar Valley project. Next, we have this Narmada Valley project, Sardar Sarovar. So see here, it is like constructed here, Sardar Sarovar. So Narmada, just like moving towards this Gujarat. So all these places will have this dams, Omkareshwar Dam and Narmada Sagar Dam and Maheshwar Dam. It's like nothing but you have to know about these dams. That's what I have just given here. It is also known as Indra Sagar Dam Multipurpose Project, Narmada Valley Project, where it is present. That's all. And all those rivers, like what river it is like flowing our, maybe see here, Amarkantak Plateau, so which is like related to this river Narmada and Tapti. We have like already discussed about this. Hope you people remember about that, dears. So the last one, I guess. So Bias project, because they just asked this question once. This last point, no. The Pong Dam, which is also known as this Bias Dam on the Bias River in Himachal Pradesh. Some asked the following type of question, I guess. Maybe some few years back, they just asked this question in prelims. So Bias project, it is actually a joint venture of government of Punjab, Haryana and Rajasthan. So they may or may not ask, but I just want you people to know about it. And it consists of two units, Bias Sutlej Link and Bias Dam at Pong. This is what here, which is like given here, Pong Dam. And for diverting some water of river Bias into Sutlej through two channel to generate power to increase the storage capacity of Bakra Nangal or Bakra Nangal Dam. It's like nothing but Bakra Reservoir. This word is like very important. Gobind Sagar Lake. It is actually a kind of a lake. So you have to know about it. There was a question related to this Gobind Sagar Lake some 2-3 years back, I guess. It was that time. It was something current affairs, some birds or something like that, some sanctuary or something like that related to that. It was like asked. So I just want you people to know about it. What was like asked. And Indira Gandhi. This is like very important. This is one of the most important projects of India. Indira Gandhi Canal project, which is like maybe this state of Rajasthan, no. So Rajasthan, especially during that Green Revolution time, no. So when they were like they wanted to introduce this Green Revolution in India. Most of those people of Rajasthan, they were like not able to do any kind of agriculture there. They will not have sufficient water. So this Indira Gandhi Canal project, it was like introduced to provide proper irrigation to the state of Rajasthan. Most of those people will be like benefited because of this Indira Gandhi Canal project. It is given as a case study in your NCERT book. I don't remember the exact chapter, but I think so. Some in your class 11 or 12 NCERT. So it is like very important. So it will be given as a kind of a case study in that. So you have to know about it. So Indira Gandhi Canal project, it's like very, very important for India, especially in the state of Rajasthan. So any doubts till this? So we didn't discuss nothing much about that, just about the multi-purpose project we just discussed. Any doubts about this? Any doubts till now?
No, sir.
No. Romanji also don't have any doubt. Okay, Sneha, no doubt. Okay, we'll just move further. I'll show you the India map where we have all those important dams. Okay. See here. So the most important dams already we have. I've given you the list of dams, which is like having some kind of, which is like moving through different states across India. So see here, Sardar Sarovar. So Indira Sagar Dam. So Koina, River Krishna, and Tungabhadra Dam, Nagarjuna Sagar. So these are all nothing but purpose project, which is like also used for different. Have this Metur Dam. So Metur Dam is something we used to take this hydel power, and other things are also there. Fishing and other things are also happening in there. So Metur and Bhavani Sagar Dam, and we also have important dams like Hirakud Dam and Tehri Dam and Bakranakal Dam. So these are the different important dams across our country. Just you have to know about it. So hopefully you people remember about all the states, capitals, all those countries and capitals. Many people will be like still people like Alice, no, they are like nothing but fire. So if I ask a country, they will immediately tell about the capital. So I'll be like happy when everybody tells like that. Okay. So this is about river valley projects. So advantages of multipurpose projects. Obviously, we have discussed a lot about this irrigation facility, generating electricity, flood control, and forest and fisheries. Forest we didn't add, but still it is like there. But there are like it is actually a kind of a disadvantage when we are like constructing this forest and evacuation of all those encroachments, no, and also by this tribal people, those people who are like living in forest, no, they will be like evacuated by the government in order to construct this kind of multi-purpose projects. So it is advantage, but at the same time we also have certain disadvantages. I'll show you that as well. And drinking water, all these things you just said, and I also said about this tourism and development of industry and employment generation, so which is like dependent upon this water, no, there are like many industries like that. Maybe I said about this Metu Dam, which is like related to this aluminium manufacturing. So they are like in need of lots and lots of water, but there is also an industry which is like making that aluminium and other related things. So it's like going to generate lots and lots of employment as well. So these are all the advantage of that multi-purpose projects. Any disadvantages of this multi-purpose projects? What do you people what do you people know about the disadvantage of multi-purpose project? When we are like constructing this multi-purpose project, there will be some kind of issues, no? So what will be the issues related with this multi-purpose project? Who can tell me?
Displacement of the local community, sir.
Exactly. Good, Pankaj. Yeah, Sneha, dear, tell me. You are telling something.
The displacement of the local community.
Exactly. So displacement of that local indigenous communities. Any other issues? Floods and droughts. Floods. Exactly, Romanji. So Sneha, good. Like maybe there is a possibility of flood in one area, and when they are like constructing these dams and storing water in that one place itself, those areas where that river is like flowing, no, definitely that other part it's like going to get affected because of that flood. Drought. They will not have any kind of water, and siltation of dams will lead to production capacity. Maybe at one particular point of time, it is also there. And sediment of fertile solid in particular location, obviously that kind of sedimentation will be there, so salts will get deposited in that. So that is also a point. Yeah, changing of course of downside stream, wonderful point by John. There is also maybe artificially the streams, so that is also be like going to be very difficult, or it's like going to destroy the environment. So that is also a very good point by John. Others? Any other points? Let me show it to you. See here. Yeah, one more point. I have received one more point. Who is that? Fishes will face problems during mating season, will affect the ecosystem. Obviously, sir. Sir, when land or water is like being disturbed, it is like going to be a kind of a cycle. All those things which is like dependent upon that particular ecosystem, it's like going to get affected a lot. So good point by all you guys. Yeah. So high cost of hydropower. When we are like generating this hydropower, no, it's like definitely the cost of generating electricity is like going to be like high, and exaggerated benefits of irrigation. Yeah, obviously, maybe like what we think it might not happen, and what we never thought it might happen. That is also a reason. Sharmila, wonderful point. Dispute between states. I said some time back, no, because of this construction of dams, no, definitely there is going to be fight between two different states. Good point, Sharmila. So you people are like, what to say, very active in today's class. I'm like very happy with that. And adverse environmental impacts, we just discussed about that as well. Adverse environmental impacts, deforestation, and indigenous people being like, what to say, moved from that particular place, and least flood control benefit. Like what we think, no, it's like not happening exactly like that. There is a chance that in some places it might control, and in some places it may not control. So these are the disadvantages of multi-purpose projects in our country. So one more point I have received, I guess. Change in cropping pattern. Obviously, good point, Gregory. Gregory is a silent killer. Silently, he will give some kind of good points. So yeah, Sharmila, adverse effects in aquatic life. Exactly. So like what Sharmila said now, and even Pankaj also said about that fishing and mating season. So that is also going to be a bit difficult. So like they'll get what to say, few things will get affected because of that as well. So these are the different points related to this multi-purpose projects in India. We also discussed about the different dam sites in India. So which is like very important. So there was a question, I forgot to add that question. Maybe tomorrow if possible, I'll just add that question as well. So these are about the different projects. So we'll what to say, we'll start the other topic also. We'll just move for some 4 or 5 slides. Maybe after that we'll just wind up for today, and tomorrow we'll just continue with that. So livestock economy of India. What is meant by this livestock, and what do you think about the livestock economy of India? Just start to pour down your answers. Who can tell me the answers for this? What is meant by livestock, and how India is maintaining its livestock, and what are all those advantages or disadvantages? Whatever point you know about livestock of India, you can just share it with me. You don't have any point related to this livestock economy of India or livestock of India? What's that? Farm animals. Yeah, what is like farm animals? Okay, animal husbandry. Yeah, it's there. Animal husbandry. What else? One advantage, yeah, India third largest beef exporter. It's third or second largest. We'll discuss about that as well. So one advantage is that it helps in diversifying the economy. Good point, John. Any other points related to that? It provides self-employment. Wonderful point by the silent killer, Mr. Gregory. Self-employment. Milk and byproduct production, poultry, fish and meat industry. Good, Sneha. Cooperative sector development. Exactly, that is what the point which I was like expecting. Cooperative sector development, all in all those village and other related areas. Any other things? Any other points related to that? Any other points related to that? Okay, so let us continue. Let me continue. Yeah, I've got one more point. Who's that? Yeah, boost the organic farming by using wastage. Okay, reusing the wastages. Good point, Taba. So I'll yeah, we'll start from this. Yeah, dairy. So you might have heard about these dairy products. It's like going back. So dairy, we are like, what to say, we are the largest producer of milk in this world. Mostly we used to have a fight with this Scandinavian countries like Germany, or even, sorry, Germany, it's like Denmark and Norway. Denmark and us, we used to fight a lot to attain this first place in providing or the exporting or this producer of this milk. See, we are the largest buffalo milk producer in this world. Around 18% of world's milk production is like happening in India. So this point is like very important. So we have 37 different cattle breeds found here. It might be statement number 1. And this might be statement number 2. See here, the most important ones being Sahiwal, Red Sindhi, Gir, Tarparkar, and Rati. These are nothing but the varieties of livestock. These are nothing but the different varieties of cows which is like available here. So they might ask this 2 things as questions in your prelims examination, statement 1 and statement 2. There is a chance. Sir, why when you are asking you, if they wanted to ask, they can just ask me itself directly. No, there is some ethics in everything. Okay, you might have read about that what to say yesterday as well, and even in the morning session also, I think so. You might have what to say experienced that there is ethics in everything. We'll just see 1 or 2 more slides, because lots and lots of portion to complete, man. So largest milk producing states, which include UP, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, and Tamil Nadu. And I'll just give you one more homework regarding this. So there is something you might have heard about, that Jallikattu protest, which happened in Tamil Nadu in the year 2016, I guess. Yeah. What is that Jallikattu? I think so I have said about that in class as well, all those indigenous cow types and other things, no? So regarding that, you have to read about this also. What is the problem related with this livestock economy in India? What is Jallikattu? What is that? What organization is that? PETA, I guess. Yeah, they were like
PETA.
against that. So what is that PETA and what is that Jallikattu protest? You have to know about it. And 2 important schemes related to this livestock economy in India include Intensive Dairy Development Program for increasing milk production and procurement, and the National Project for Cattle and Buffalo Breeding for genetic upgradation of bovines. What is mean by bovines? What is mean by bovines? Cattle. So cattle which used to give that milk, no? So those things will be like called as bovines. Yeah, one more answer. Milk producing cattle, exactly. So milk producing cattle will be like called as bovines. So this is about the dairy economy of India. Next few more slides we'll see. See, meat, fisheries, sericulture. So 3 more slides. We'll just see 3 more slides and we'll just wind up today. So next is like about meat. You might have heard about this meat, and you know about meat. You eat lots and lots of meat, I guess. So it's like we are the 2nd largest beef exporter in this world, but still we are like telling that we should not eat beef in India. So we need not eat beef in India, but can we export? So that's a question mark, no? It's still a small question. We should not eat beef in India, but we can export. That doesn't make any kind of sense, no? So like that's about meat, and most of the export is like happening from Mumbai. So there is something related to this, I think. So I have said so many things related to this off the record. So highest export, it's like happening from Mumbai. So many companies in Mumbai, they used to sell this meat. So that is like something different. Maybe when we have this offline classes, no, something out of the box, we'll just discuss about that. Okay. Leather products. There are 2 important places in India which used to sell proper and good leather products. One is in UP, that is Agra. So there will be some kind of good leather products. We'll be like able to get some good leather products in UP, Agra. And the next highest producing place in India, it's Ambur. AMBUR, which is like present in Tamil Nadu. So Ambur is also famous for one more thing. Did I tell that in class to you? Ambur, it is a place which is also famous for one more important thing. What's that? What is that? Ambur is famous for what? Any ideas? In Tamil Nadu, there is a place called as Ambur, and it is famous for one particular thing. What is that? Any ideas? Pankaj? Not please.
Sir, I
Yeah,
don't remember.
Sneha has heard about it. Yeah, exactly. Ambur. Yeah, one more answer I've got. Biryani. Obviously, I think so. I said about that in class. So Ambur is famous for leather as well as biryani. So these are the two important places where we'll have lots and lots of this leather industry. So India stands fifth. India is the fifth largest exporter of leather products, and also China and other things are like ahead of us. So fisheries, once again, there are two important states in our country which used to eat lots and lots of fishes. And number one among that is like I have already given here, Kerala, and other states is like West Bengal, and also in other states, all those what to say, bordering states, no. So all those bordering states will have this Gujarat. It might be Gujarat or Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, and finally till this West Bengal, no. So all these places like fisheries are like very famous, and we are the second largest producer of these fishes in this world, and fifth largest exporter, because we don't export that much. We are in need of that fishes a lot, and especially people of the West Bengal and Kerala, no, they eat lots and lots of fishes. That too, the ghee fishes. That's why they will glow like something. Those people from Kerala and West Bengal, they will have some kind of shiningness in their faces. Hope people have seen that. So that the most important reason behind that is like nothing but fish, especially with that ghee. So this is about fisheries, sericulture. So silk. But you people don't do this sericulture, I guess. Do you people do the sericulture there in Assam or Arunachal Pradesh?
Sir, Assam is very famous for sericulture.
You are
Muga,
like
sir.
wearing something, no?
Yes, sir.
So this Muga, Eri and Tassar that you have written in your PPT, it's
All of
found
it is
in
produced
Assam
in
only.
Assam only, sir.
All it is like produced in Assam, and other things, mulberry and other things, no, it's like mostly in South India or this other bordering states. But uh, do you have GI tag for any kind of silk related products in Assam? Geographical indicator tag for any of the silk products of Assam? Is it there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's that?
Sir, we got it in 2007 only for Muga silk.
This is what I was expecting. So this might come there in your what to say, prelims question. So other what to say, we used to make, it's like something is like very famous in India. It's like Kanchipuram silk. Hope you have heard about this Kanchipuram silk sarees. It is like there in Tamil Nadu, and Mysore silk. It's like very famous in India. So Mysore silk and Mysore sandal, it's like very famous. So this is what to say. This is like making us the second largest producer of silk in this world. I think so. First, it's like China. So they also use some kind of artificial methods, and about 80% of production of silk, it's like happening in Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, which is like followed by West Bengal and Jammu and Kashmir. So once again, this is like about jute. So we know that jute, we are the largest producer of world, but we are not the largest exporter. We are the second largest exporter. Which country is the first largest exporter or the largest exporter of jute in this world? Who can give me the answer?
Bangladesh.
Mohammed.
Bangladesh.
Exactly,
Bangladesh.
Sneha. It's Bangladesh. Yeah, someone else has given me the answer, I guess. Bangladesh. Yes, Taba. It's like Bangladesh. But we are like using a lot. We have lots and lots of domestic usages. That is why we are the second largest exporter. But Bangladesh, they used to export it a lot. And West Bengal is the largest jute producing state in India. Reason behind that is why West Bengal is the largest jute producing state in India. Why? Why? Why West Bengal is the largest jute producing state in India? Sharmila? Sharmila, dear. Yeah, why? It's like located in Bengal since pre-independence. Why? Presence of Hooghly helps in transport and production. Yeah, but why it's like growing there? Why more jute is like growing there? Sharmila? Sharmila? Okay, Benita, why jute is like growing more in Bengal? A very important point, man. Exactly, Robin. Abundance of water, ideal climate for growth. See, you have to tell me about this particular point. Rainfall, maybe above 200 centimeters. So that is the most important point when you discuss about jute. You have to tell. So more rainfall, abundance of water. So the climatic conditions, it's like suitable for jute to grow there in Bengal. That is the reason. See, West Bengal and Bangladesh. So they used to get lots and lots of water. So because of that only, all both these states, or maybe this state of West Bengal and the country of Bangladesh, they are like growing lots and lots of jute. So this is like about all those livestock economy of India. So you have to know about it. So let us let us start with this land utilization in tomorrow's session. So make sure that all those homeworks which I just gave you, so make sure that you are like prepared for that or prepared to answer for all those questions. So till the time, stay safe, take care, take rest. So you people will be like tired of this many hours of class, but it is like a must. We have lost lots and lots of time, especially during this COVID, even last month and that previous month, So we are not having proper classes. So it will be like that for the next few days. Don't worry. This is to make you to yourself get involved in proper way or proper preparation. So make sure that you are taking proper notes. Definitely it's like going to help you for your examination. So today we discussed lots and lots of questions. It might be related to your prelims or it might be related to your mains as well. So even tomorrow also we'll be discussing about the land utilization patterns of India and what are all those important crops grown in India. And apart from that, we'll also start our minerals session. That is like going to be like most important thing. There are like so many questions were like asked about the minerals which is present in our country and mineral distribution of our country. So we will be discussing about that in our tomorrow's session. So if possible, if you find some time, just go through all those things which we saw today, and if possible also read about certain minerals which is like present in our country and in which places all those minerals are like present. Just go through it and come to our session tomorrow. So once again, we'll meet again tomorrow by 3 p.m. Okay. Till the time, bye. Take care and good night.
Bye, sir.
Yeah, bye.